Okay, hi. Looks like we are connected. Uh, those who have been following the whole thing, welcome back, which is pretty much zero people. But those who are just joining today, here's what we are gonna do today. So today, basically, what's happening right now is let's go through it. Okay, we have this particular thing. We can select a font, we can select a type, we can basically select a topic, and we can choose a brand color, and then we can generate a post. And what this does is this gives me two things. One, it gives me uh, an image, and second, it'll give me text that can be used in the post, right? Now if you notice, there is a lot of shitty text all over it, and that the reason for that is um, bad bad model, cheap model, easy model, free model that I'm using of AI. But eventually we'll move to something better. That's not the priority right now. What today we are gonna do actually is we are gonna, instead of accepting text from what do you say, from Gemini, what we actually are going to do is we're going to ask Gemini to send us a JSON object. Okay, and then we'll parse the JSON object and uh, display all the things separately, so that we can see each and everything, right? Okay. So yeah, the text is from Gemini, but the image is using Cloud Cloudflare free model, one of the free Cloudflare models. That's what the image is all of. Okay, let's try and do. Okay, so I said in all the previous videos, I'll try to code as little as possible and make AI generate maximum amount of code. Okay, all right. So now where is our post controller? Okay, this is an image prompt, so this is the text prompt. Now let's sort of give it a update the text prompt to receive a JSON object in return that has the following values. So because we are that has the following um, structure. So because we are creating a post, what I'm what all things we'll probably have, we'll have let's say image copy, which is string. Okay, then or we can just say copy. uh, let's say image headline, then we have image subtitle. So let's make this a title, image title, image subtitle. This is also supposed to obviously be string. Then we need a caption. The caption will obviously include the hashtags and stuff. Then what else do we need? mm, what do you think? uh, Okay, let's for now have this much. uh, then update the logic to parse this JSON and display each of them separate on a separate card. A separate section inside inside the preview card. Okay, so we tell them to do this and let's see what happens. So if you see generate content for a social media post about topic this for data the post type. Okay, return your response as a valid JSON object with the following structure. Yeah, see, this is beautiful, right? It just says that the maximum word should be 10 and caption and engaging caption for max 280 characters including relevant hashtags. Use a professional but engaging tone. Make sure the response is only the JSON object with no additional text before or after. Perfect. Right, and then you sort of parse it and yeah. So I think this seems all right, but I don't think we are updating the logic. I don't think we are updating the logic to this is good. The display, I don't think we updated the display part, but that's because that's on the UI side, right? So for that we'll have to make changes in the UI. So let's see how it displays right now. Oh, it breaks. I think it's because it's trying to objects are not valid reactual. Yeah, because over here we directly display the contents, right? Set content is equal to result content. So now let me hmm, so we just take the on submit part, add to the chat, and then what we do is update the result.content receives an object of the following structure. Right, we again post the structure, parse this JSON, or we'll just use the word use actually. Use this JSON and display each of them on a separate section inside the preview card. And we just add file, create post complete file as well. So let's see what Sonnet does. Okay. So first what it does is, let's go through what it does. All right, update the generated content state. Yeah. Then if result dot content dot caption and interaction set content. Okay, it is just storing the caption right now. It's not storing anything else. Let's see what it does further. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's showing title. Now I know for a fact that either any of these could be empty, right? Right, because this generated content is string. So what we now do is we come up over here. So now see, this is a very basic thing that it should have caught, but it did not, right? So we need to sort of I think object, not sure we should use object. Okay, okay, so we make that an object, and so when we receive it, we are passing it correctly. And now, okay, let's see what happens. I think I'll have to refresh the page. So this AI is not really helping much with the brand colors. You will see the image does not really adhere to the brand color, so that is something that we'll have to work on. Hey, it did this time around. Okay, so we get title is equal to passion, subtitle is equal to product feature, and caption. Oh no, 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 this is wrong. So image title was supposed to be this text, subtitle was supposed to be this text, and then caption was supposed to be this text. So let's sort of fix that now. The other thing, okay, let's go down. Now like you see these kind of thing, right? We sort of, huh. So generated content caption, I think the logic is correct over here. How about we console log what we are getting in response, right? We already console log result, right? So result has content. Content has caption. Oh no, 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 this is wrong. Uh, so this is in post controller, there's a problem. Oh, damn, that is the problem. Huh. Wait, this is for the image, right? So for the text, we get this. So why are we doing this over here? Okay, so if the JSON parsing fails, that is when this happens. Now, why is JSON parsing failing is a good question. So because it's so let's do console.log generated text response. Let's try again. Okay, so I think we could obviously remove the three things automatically by our own, but let's see what this does. So let's update the code to handle this. So let's see how it's handling it. Sure. So let clean response. Clean response equal to JSON or replace editor. Okay. Let's try this now. So like you can see brand color is red and it's giving me an image which is pink. Doesn't really. There you go. Okay, so we get a title, we get subtitle, and we get the caption. So that's beautiful. Now, how does if I make any changes over here, nothing happens, right? So we next what should we do? Let's what are you most I want to be able to edit these, so I'll come back to create post, update the code to have the a text area for each of the preview section which gets auto populated when we receive a response and then can be updated by the user and changes also display the when you receive a response, and then can we preview section. Okay, so the idea right now is that like how this is, right? So for example, right now even if I remove this stays, so that it shouldn't be that way. It should. So let's try this out. Let's see what it does. I'll update the code to add editable text areas for each preview section that get populated with the generated content and allow the user to make changes. Perfect. So let's see what it does. Okay, this is fine. The next is set editable content. Okay, this makes sense too. Handle content change. Okay. And then okay, so firstly not really sure about this. Text field. Have we used the so ideally the plan is to also have the brand fonts, and in the preview it should show use the same fonts as the selected font, right? That is the idea. Preview and edit has another preview section. Stoic. Huh. Okay, so we need to do some changes over here. So for example, preview and edit should only be preview, right? Where is it? Okay, so preview, yeah, this is preview and edit, so we don't sort of need this part now, right? We don't need this. And I save, that is gone. Next is we need the generated image at the top and the content editable at the bottom, right? So let's see where the generated images here. So we take this, cut, and bring it to the top. Just formatting the document. Right. So now, it's one thing that I understood is the images don't really feel like they are background images. So maybe we should background image for post about using only brand colors with hex code along with white and black. Clean, modern, suitable for social media based on this concept. Include no text. Now this is something that is really annoying me because the text still appear, and I think that's just because how dumb the AI model is. Let's see what we get now. Okay. So now the next thing that I want to do is that update the code to show the text on top of the images as it would appear in a social media post. Preview text on top of the preview image as it would appear in a social media post. So now we're trying these things out to see how it will look, and then maybe we'll add more functionalities to it. And anybody who comes across this stream and wants to pitch in ideas, please do. I'm just a guy trying to build something. So I think this is also not required. I'll probably remove this. Okay, yeah. So you see there are two, your queue position is, this is because it's a free version, and that's why it's stuck. So till this gets done, which might take a minute or so, let's think of more things that we can do. So one thing that, see, I can still notice that it is not using the brand color. The other thing that we could do is we have the fonts, these fonts sort of be the ones that you select in the drop down, or we just get rid of the fonts for now. All right, and this could be just like, you get an image, you get the text. Now you can go to Canva and create it, right? I mean, just add it stuff, it's kind of a thing. I'm still not very happy with the background images, but I think that is, you use a better AI model and it will work. Right now we are using right now we're using something called deployments. I think it's in the settings. We're using this one. So this is the one that we're using. I don't necessarily know which is it from here, but that is the one that we're using. Okay. Didn't work. started getting this again. That's just the console log that I've added. Let me remove it. Need this now. So could you please generate a new one, buddy? Oh, this is a different image. Oh, it's terrible work. Um, yeah, let's try something else. How about Shah Rukh Khan? Oh, nice. King Khan's reign continues. An exciting announcement is right. So let's see if we do a quote of Shah Rukh Khan. What happens? It just can't not have text. Oh man, the poor guy. Okay, let me sort of also. I don't think I have created the get repo for it. Okay, fuck it. Let's see what the changes are. Hmm. So that's pretty cool. Let's Play-Doh. Let's see what happens. Hmm. So you sort of are getting this idea, right? It's pretty neat. And now we need to figure out. So let's thing that I am not happy with is the image, right? So let's give it even more uh, update the image, I think image prompt, right? Yeah, image prompt to have to make sure 100% that no text is in the image. Also make sure that it is a minimalist background image and nothing more. Okay. One more thing. So I remember. Let me just go to the cloud service. So yeah, people. So not brew over here. Cloud service. So number of steps 20. I think the guidance. Let me improve it to 14. I think. I think the higher the number, the more obedient it will be to your prompts. Because we also want create a minimalist background image for a Twitter type post about Twitter. Use only these brand colors plus white and black if needed. Style extremely simple, abstract geometric patterns or gradients only. Okay, no text whatsoever. Do not include any text, letters, numbers, symbols, words. No recognizable objects, people, or complex elements. Just clean minimalist design. This is only a background for text that will be overlaid later. Should be okay. Let's give it the shot and see what happens. Okay. How is it so bad at it? It's got rid of text. Trying the quote one because quote one generally has text because it thinks that it needs to generate a quote, which is not its job. But yeah, now I can see that that's gone. However, we need to sort of okay. We don't need to do this. I think this is fine. So let's try now. Interesting. We got a 500 error. Let's see what happened. Failed to generate text. Please try again. Hmm. Nice. It's I mean it's much better than before. Now the other thing is I should be able to sort of move uh, okay, so update the text up. So no, we don't need it over here in the create post. Update the code so that the user can change the user can drag and change the position of text on the image and move it to different part of the image. It should the user should also be able to adjust the width of the text area. Display text. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it's just removed the whole text overlay. Introduced a draggable, which is fine. I think it makes sense. What we will have to do it is let's see what happens now. slider for both this is happening. This okay. So let's see what's the max width allowed. Yeah. So let's say minimum is 10, maximum is 550 steps. Minimum is 10, maximum is 550 steps. Hmm. also allow the user to change the text size of so I'll also I should also clean up this and sort of split this create post into text control sounds good. Mm, Okay, so that's it for today. I think uh, had fun. Hope you guys also had fun. We'll keep trying these things out and do more things. Yeah. Maybe if I can generate more images. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, let me just remove the editor content. Is this the one? Box. We don't need this. Okay, bye bye.